Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, the 21st of July, 2024. Thanks for stopping by. It's a beautiful day here in North Las Vegas. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock in the morning and it's 102 degrees outside. It's the desert, right? Anyway. All right, so we got some stuff, got some pickups I want to share with you guys. Um, some Criterion, that's right. It's Criterion half off sale at Barnes and Nobles. If you know about that, if you're interested to see anything here you like, get on over there and pick it up. The end of, I believe, the end of next week, it ends. So at the end of July, I'm not exactly sure of the date. Don't trust me. Don't be writing any book reports. Okay, first one up, a little horror, I guess. Horror comedy. Deer Camp 86. Deer Camp 86 is R-rated, 85 minutes long, from 2022. Just came out on Blu-ray, obviously. This is a Mill Creek release. It may not make the shelf, but it sounds like it could be fun. It's one of those where the hunter becomes the hunted. In the fall of 1986, six friends from Detroit traveled to northern Michigan to partake in the annual tradition of deer hunting. But something horrific has been awakened, and the hunters have become the hunted. Let me know if you've seen Deer Camp 86. I'm sure it's very campy, you know. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see if that makes the shelf. All right, so the next next six are all from the Criterion sale. What I do is, say at the end of this month, after the Criterion sale at Barnes and Nobles ends, I start making a list. So all through the year, next year, I'll keep a list, and then in July, when the half price thing comes around, I go out and try and find them. That's what I did here. So here we go. First up is David Lynch's Blue Velvet. This is the 4K Blu-ray of Blue Velvet. R-rated, 120 minutes, from 1986. It's a mystery thriller. Like I said, directed by, if I didn't say directed, it was directed by David Lynch. Of course, I know him from The Elephant Man and Mulholland Drive. Pretty good films there. I enjoyed those. So I thought I'd give this a shot. It has stars Dennis Hopper. Of course, I know him from Easy Rider and many other things. And Laura Dern also is in this Blue Velvet. So can't wait to check this one out. Home from college, Jeffrey Beaumont makes an unsettling discovery: a severed human ear lying in a field. In the mystery that follows, this doesn't read right, by turns terrifying and darkly funny. In the mystery that follows, by turns terrifying and darkly funny. Interesting. Writer-director David Lynch burrows deep beneath the picturesque surfaces of small town life. Driven to investigate, Jeffrey finds himself drawing closer to his fellow amateur sleuth, Sandy Williams, played by Laura Dern, as well as their person of interest, lounge singer Dorothy Valens, and facing the fury of Frank Booth, played by Dennis Hopper, a psychopath who will stop at nothing to keep Dorothy in his grasp. With intense performances and hauntingly powerful scenes and images, Blue Velvet is an unforgettable vision excuse me, of innocence lost in one of the most influential American films of the late 20th century. Excuse me. All right, had a frog in my throat there. Next up, next up is the Blu-ray version of Bound. Looks interesting, right? Bound. R-rated, 108 minutes, from 1996. It's a crime thriller. Now, one of the reasons I wanted this is because it has one of my favorites, I guess, Jennifer Tilly. Of course, we know her from the Chucky series, and I enjoy her. She plays Tiffany, if you don't know, really well, too. Yeah, crime thriller. It's written in red. I hate it when they write things in red on the back. Hard to read. Before they blew the world's mind with The Matrix, Lana and Lily Wachowski delivered a jolt of pure pulp pleasure with this hyper-stylish debut, which puts a deliciously sapphic spin on a crackerjack caper premise. When Butch plumber Corky catches the eye of an alluring femme fatale, Violet, played by Jennifer Tilly, little does she know she's about to be drawn into both a torrid affair and a high-stakes heist that will pit the pair against the mob, with crackling dialogue, luscious neo-noir cinematography, and live wire performances by Gershon Tilly and Joe Pantanelli. I can't say that name. Sorry. That's terrible. Bound is a genre reimagining joyride that keeps both tension and erotic heat rising through each crazily careening heist or twist. Why? Why do they write like that? It's terrible. I can't see. I'm an old fart. I can't read that black stuff on the red. Anyway, I can't wait to check this out. Let me know if you've seen Bound, and if you had, tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought. Jennifer Tilly. Oh, there, and this Blue Velvet. Lots of course, Criterion does a heck of a job. They've got so many special features. This whole thing here is special features. Looking forward to those. Next up, now I'm not a huge Western fan, but this one looked fun to me. Is the Blu-ray of Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. I've always enjoyed anything that had to do with Billy the Kid, so I've never heard of this one, but it's R-rated from 1973. I was still in college when this came out. 106 minutes. Of course, it's a Western drama. It stars lots of cool people. James Coburn, Chris Christopherson, Richard Jackal, Barry Sullivan, Jason Robards, Slim Pickens, and Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan apparently did all the music for this, including Knockin' on Heaven's Door was written just for this movie. Yeah, can't wait to check this out. This is filmed in Durango, Mexico. Let's see. Sam Peckinpah's cycle of genre redefining westerns come to a close with his blood and dusty caked elegy for the American West, which marries his renegade style with a fatalistic sense of finality. As newly minted lawman Pat Garrett, played by James Coburn, stalks the outlaw Billy the Kid, played by Chris Christopherson, across the plains, their old friendship is twisted into rivalry, and mythic ideals of freedom come up against an emerging ruling class order, all to the strains of a haunting soundtrack by Bob Dylan, who also appears on the Mercurial Alias. Pat Garrett and the Billy the Kid, presented here for the first time in 3 separate versions, stands as perhaps the maverick auteur's richest, most mature work, a world-weary ballad that bears the solemn weight of history passing into legend. Sounds interesting. Like I said, there are 3 versions on here, so, and apparently there's one that's much better than the other 2. Apparently the U.S. theatrical version is not great, but I'm not seeing any of them, so here we are. Let me know if you've seen it and what you thought of it, or which one you liked if you've seen all 3. Next up, the Coen Brothers. Coen Brothers bring us Blood Simple. Blood Simple. 4K, R-rated, 95 minutes from 1984, a crime thriller. Let's see, Joel and Ethan Coen's career-long, darkly comic road trip through misfit America began with this razor-sharp, hard-boiled neo-noir set somewhere in Texas, where a sleazy bar owner releases a torrent of violence with one murderous thought. Actor Emmett Walsh looms over the proceedings as a slippery private eye with a yellow suit, a cowboy hat, and no moral compass. And Frances McDormand's cunning debut performance set her on a road to stardom. The tight scripting and innovative style that have marked the Coens' work for decades are all here in their first film, in which cinematographer Barry Sonnenfeld abandons black and white Charlescope. I have no idea what that word is. For neon signs and jukebox colors that combine with Carter Burrell's haunting score to lurid and thrilling effect. I'm not a fan of Criterion's writers. They're descriptive writers. Anyone else? Wish they weren't so dreamy, and I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't describe very well to me what's going on in this particular Blood Simple. But I've heard others have liked this movie, so I can't wait to check it out. Mercy. Okay, and well, 2 more from Criterion. Next up, Peeping Tom. Peeping Tom. Probably one. This is one of the only horror ones I've got here, right? Peeping Tom. 4K, 1960, 101 minutes. Not rated. This is a British psychological horror / drama, apparently. Now, this for me is an upgrade from Laserdisc. I have this on Laserdisc. I don't remember ever watching it, so I believe I also have it on DVD, now that I think about it. Anyway, Peeping Tom, having brought British cinema into exalted realms of fantasy and imagination, Michael Powell took a dark detour into obsession, voyeurism, and violence with this groundbreaking cinematic investigation into the mechanics of fear. Armed with his killer camera, photographer and filmmaker Mark Lewis unleashes the traumas of his childhood by murdering women and recording their deaths, until he falls for his downstairs neighbor and finds himself struggling against his dark compulsions. Received with revulsion upon its release, only to be reclaimed as a masterpiece, the endlessly analyzed, still shocking Peeping Tom dares viewers to confront their own relationship to the violence on screen. Interesting. Of course, there's lots of special features. Let me know. Have you seen Peeping Tom? There you go. Kind of sounds interesting. Next up, no, I can't wait to watch this. I'm a big Pinocchio fan. This is the 4K of Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. This, of course, is stop motion animation. It's PG, 117 minutes from 2022. This apparently streamed on Netflix. It's a dark fantasy, obviously, but now it's on Criterion. A classic tale is reborn through the inspired imagination of cinematic dreamweaver Guillermo del Toro. Directing alongside Mark Gustafson, realized through boundary-pushing, breathtaking, intricate stop-motion animation, this dark rendering of the fable of the Puppet Boy and his maker, which won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, daringly transfers the story to fascist Italy, where the irrepressible Pinocchio gradually learns what it means to be human through his experiences of war, death, and sacrifice. Featuring the voices of Ewan McGregor, Kate Blanchett, Tilda Swinton, and Christopher Waltz, this Pinocchio imbues the oft-told tale with a bold new resonance about living with courage and compassion. Okay, there's a lot packed in there. But look at that cover, that's cool. Very cool. I want to open this one up while we're watching here, I think. See if I can get it open without destroying it. This thing is definitely, it's in its own little box. Come out, wherever you are. Holy moly. There we go. Oh, okay. Got a little his nose grows. Look at that. That is cool. Oh. There's the inside. That's a nice disc art there. Blu-ray and 4K apparently. Also got a little book. Shot of Guillermo there. So yeah, got all the credits. Apparently pictures from the movie. Sculpted to life. Very nice. Cool. Criterion always does such a good job. I could have taken that out of the back. Anyway, there you go. Can't wait to watch that. Let me know if you've seen it, and if you have, what you thought of it. Alright, and last but not least, another horror. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 4K Blu-ray. Now this is black and white from 1956. This was the original one. It's 80 minutes long and it's not rated. This is put out by Kino Lorber. Yeah, Kino Lorber. Of course, it's a sci-fi horror. This is based on a 1954 novel called The Body Snatchers, which I have read. It's pretty creepy. This is very creepy. I don't remember when I saw this, but I saw it, a long time ago. And this is a rare kind of a movie that was remade in 1978. And this is the 1978 version. I pulled this out of my collection. Stay tuned. This is going to be given away at some point. Anyway, yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is the original one. I like both of them equally. That's kind of rare these days. Brand new HDR Dolby Vision masters from 4K scans. They're already here. You're next. With these chilling words, Invasion of the Body Snatchers sounded the clarion call to the dangers of conformity, paranoia, and mass hysteria at the heart of 1950s American life. One of the greatest and most influential sci-fi films ever made, Invasion stars Kevin McCarthy as Miles Bennell, a doctor in a small California town whose patients are becoming increasingly overwrought, accusing their loved ones of being emotionless imposters. They're right. Plant-like extraterrestrials have invaded Earth, taking possession of humans as they sleep and replicating them in giant seed pods. Convinced that a catastrophic pandemic is imminent, Bennell is in a terrifying race for his life. Must warn the world of this deadly invasion of pod people before it's too late. This is an original adaptation of Jack Finney's eerie tale, produced by Walter Wanger and directed by Don Siegel. Also did Dirty Harry and Charlie Varick. In beautiful black and white Superscope, one of the mightiest cult classics of cinema, is now scarier and timelier than ever. The special edition features the film in two aspect ratios, 2.001 and 185:1. There's also audio commentaries and all the good stuff. So can't watch. I enjoy 4K movies in black and white. So there you go, guys. That's everything that I picked up in the last week or so. Let me know if you've seen any of them, and if you have, what you thought of them. So anyway, that's it from North Las Vegas. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. It costs you nothing, and there are advantages. And hit that notification bell so that you know when I put up another video. One of the advantages of subscribing is you get to enter this week's giveaway. You have to be a subscriber. You have to live in the United States to be eligible. But as I mentioned just a second ago, this week we have Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is the 78 version with Donald Sutherland and Jeff Goldblum, still factory sealed. For some reason I have two copies of this, so one of them's going to somebody if they're interested. We also have The Invisible Man, Elizabeth Moss, factory sealed. And let me grab this. Ugh. We have still sealed, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Happy Gilmore, factory sealed. Waterboy. Coach Carter, still available. Cinderella Man. 2001, A Space Odyssey. And the complete Legacy collection of Dracula. Now this is open, but it's mint. Open but mint, and it has 6 films from the original Legacy of Dracula. So there you go, guys. Also, the winner of this week's giveaway, which will happen next Saturday or Sunday, using the YouTube comment picker, will get also a little mystery item. So good luck. So also, so to win, in the comment section below, use the code word mystery, MYSTERY, and like I said, be from the United States and a subscriber. You can possibly win. So thank you so much for watching. You guys keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you. Until the next time, peace.